I stared at the clock, 12:03 a.m. The microwave blinked like it was mocking me. Mommy? Mia's voice was soft behind me. Is Daddy home yet? I turned, forcing a smile. Not yet, baby. It's just working late. Grace shuffled beside her, hugging her stuffed bunny. He always kisses us goodnight. I knelt down, brushing the hair from their sleepy faces. Let's get you both back to bed, okay? Daddy will be home soon. It was a lie, but I said it anyway. They nodded, yawning. I walked them back to their room, pulled the blanket up to their chins, and kissed their foreheads. Good night, Mommy. Mia mumbled. Night, sweetheart. I closed the door quietly and walked back to the kitchen. My phone sat on the counter, screen blank. No call, no message. I typed, "Are you okay?" Then deleted it. Then typed again, "Where are you?" Deleted that too. The silence was louder than any scream. I grabbed a glass of water, didn't drink it, just held it. Then ding, one message. Liam, I need space. Don't look for me. That was it. No, I'm sorry. No explanation. Just those 8 words. I read it again, and again. I need space. I whispered. Are you serious? I slammed the glass into the sink. Didn't break. I wanted it to. The walls felt too close, ceiling too low, my chest too tight. I walked into our bedroom, my bedroom. Nan sat on the edge of the bed. Our bed, his side, still looked lived in. His cologne still clung to the pillow. I hated that. I still loved it. I picked up the pillow, threw it across the room, and screamed into the mattress. My phone buzzed again. I scrambled for it. A calendar reminder, anniversary dinner reservation. 8 p.m. I laughed. I actually laughed. It came out bitter and hollow. Space, I muttered. You needed space on our anniversary. I curled up on the carpet beside the bed, not in it. The sheets felt too intimate, too painful. The floor was cold, hard, honest. I stared at the ceiling, whispering into the dark. Did I do wrong? The silence didn't answer. Hours passed. Or maybe minutes. Couldn't tell. Then tiny footsteps. Mia's voice broke through the quiet. Mommy? I sat up quickly. What are you doing out of bed, honey? I had a bad dream. I reached out, pulled her into my lap. You want to sleep with me tonight? She nodded against my shoulder. Grace appeared behind her, rubbing her eyes. Me too. I opened my arms. Come here, baby. The 3 of us laid there on the floor, tangled in each other, wrapped in a silence that didn't hurt as much anymore. Grace whispered, Is Daddy coming home tomorrow? I hesitated. I don't know, sweetie. Mia clutched my hand. Did we do something bad? No. My voice cracked. You didn't do anything wrong? I promise. Their breathing slowed. They drifted off. I didn't. I just laid there, staring at the ceiling, holding them close. And that was the first night I stopped pretending everything was okay. Are you sitting down? Becca's voice was tight, urgent. No, why? You need to be. She paused. I'm sending you something? My heart started racing. What is it? Just look at it. I'll wait. The photo came through seconds later. I stared. At it. Liam in Miami. Arm wrapped around her waist. Emily, her head on his shoulder. Bikini straps showing, that stupid wide smile like she just stole a prize and knew it. I blinked. Then again, it didn't disappear. You okay? Becca asked. That's Emily. The one from his office, right? The one he said was just a friend. I laughed, short and bitter. Yeah, that one. Becca sighed. I swear, I'll flatten his tires. I dropped the phone on the table like it burned. They look happy. They look fake. He's wearing the shirt I bought him for Father's Day. Silence on her end. I covered my mouth, stood up, and stumbled into the kitchen. The girls were watching cartoons in the living room. Are you crying? Becca asked. No. I turned. On the faucet, let it run. I'm fine. Steve, I'm crying, but I don't want the kids to know. Voice. Shut up. You want me to come over? No. I need to scream. Pillow bedroom, go. I dropped the phone, ran to my room, grabbed the nearest pillow, and screamed. Once, twice, until my throat ached. I sat on the edge of the bed, its pillow in my lap, tears dripping onto it. My phone buzzed. "Becca, I'm on my way with fries and vodka." I didn't respond. Instead, I walked to the bathroom, turned on the light, stared at the woman in the mirror, eyes puffy. Hair a mess. But something different was there. Anger, steel. A crack forming not from breaking, but from pressure building. "You. Lead to me," I whispered. "You lied for months." "A knock at the door, Mama," Mia's voice. I cleared my throat. "Yeah, baby. You okay?" I opened the door. She looked up at me, wide-eyed. "I'm okay now." She hugged my legs. "I love you." I knelt down, held her tightly. "I love you more." By the time Becca showed up, the girls were asleep. "You didn't wait for the fries, did you?" she asked, holding up 2 greasy bags. "I didn't eat." Cried. "Well, good news. Steez fixed both. Hunger and heartbreak." We sat on the kitchen floor, backs against the cabinets. I picked at the fries. "I should have seen it." "No, you shouldn't have." "You trusted him. That's not a crime." "She's so young. She's so replaceable," Becca said flatly. I snorted. Why does that help? Because it's true. I pulled out my phone again, opened the photo. God, look at her, smiling like she won. Becca grabbed the phone and tossed it onto the counter. "Nope, you're not doing that too. Yourself tonight. She looks like everything I'm not. She looks like everything he'll get bored of in 6 months. You think he's gone for good?" Becca leaned her head back. "Honestly, yeah, but maybe that's not the worst thing." I stared at the ceiling. Don't know how to. Be alone. You're not alone. You have 2 girls who adore you, and you have me forever. Like a stray cat you can't get rid of. I smiled. A real one, small but stubborn. You are kind of like a cat, loud and judgmental. Becca raised a fry like a toast. To judgment. We ate in silence for a while. Then I said it. Quiet but certain. "I'm not going to break." Becca looked over. "No, I'm going to figure this out." "You will, and one day they'll both regret this." Becca grinned. "That's my girl." I stood up, grabbed the vodka bottle, and said, "But first we drink." "Now you're talking." And somewhere between shots and laughter that didn't quite reach my chest, I realized something. I wasn't weak. I was waking up. "I emailed you the documents," Liam said, not even looking at me. "You're just done." I held the printed divorce papers in my hands. That fast? "I want this." "To stay civil?" For the girls, I blinked. "Civil. You keep the house," he offered. "We do joint custody. I'll cover health insurance. And you get to play Disneyland Dad while I struggle to breathe between shifts." He sighed. "This doesn't have to be messy. It already is. You made it messy." "I just want what's fair." I laughed, sharp and bitter. "You mean fair to you?" He ran a hand through his hair. "I've rented a place. It's nice, close to the park. Oh, girls will love it. You already signed a lease." He didn't answer. "Wow," I whispered. "You really planned all this? I need a fresh start." I stood frozen, heart pounding. "So do I, but I didn't destroy a family to get one. I'll pick them up Friday at 6. And just like that, he left. Again. "Hi," I saw. The help wanted sign. I asked, gripping my resume in sweaty fingers. Marcy looked up from the register. Mid-50s, short red hair, a sharp stare, experience. Not in food service, but I'm a fast learner. "You've got kids?" I nodded. "It's 2 twins. You've got someone to watch them while you work nights. My neighbor helps." A lie. I hadn't asked yet. Marcy leaned back, studying me. "Why here?" "Because I'm out of options." She raised an eyebrow. "Honest, I like that." I swallowed hard. "I need the job. You'll be bussing tables, sweeping floors, dealing with drunks who don't tip. Still want it?" I nodded. "More than anything." She handed me an apron. "Start tonight. Black pants, hair up." No crying in the kitchen. I managed to smile. "Yes, ma'am. Don't call me ma'am. Makes me feel old." "Mommy, Where are you going? Mia asked, hugging my leg. Just to work, baby. I'll be back before the sun wakes up. Can I come? I kissed her forehead. Not tonight, sweet pea. Grace peeked from behind the couch. Daddy said he's getting us a puppy. My stomach twisted. That sounds exciting. "'Kay, but we want to live with you," Mia said. I knelt between them. You do live with me always. In here, I tapped my chest. Even when you're with Daddy, will you be sad when we're gone? I smiled, lips trembling. I'll miss you, but I'll be okay. I promise. You get tips. Ask Marcy between shifts. Split at the end of the night. Even boosters. You bust fast, you get your share. I wiped sweat from my forehead. Fair enough. She handed me a water. You always look like you're holding back tears. Only sometimes she didn't press. Just nodded. Keep working like this, you'll move up fast. Thank you. Don't thank me yet. Wait till your feet blister. Back home, the house was quiet. Too quiet. The girls' drawings were still stuck on the fridge, smiley sons and crooked stick families with mommy written in bright crayon. I sat on the floor, still in my apron, counting tips. $38.17. It wasn't much, but it was mine. I leaned my head back against the cabinet and whispered, "You won't see me fall. Apart. Not Liam, not Emily, not even me. Not anymore." Eat something, Becca said, pushing a sandwich into my hands. I'm not hungry. You haven't been hungry in weeks. I don't have time to be hungry. You don't have time not to eat. You look like a gust of wind could blow you away. I gave her a weak smile. Maybe that wouldn't be so bad. Not funny, she snapped. You've got 2 kids who need you, remember? I nodded. I remember every second of the day. Becca pulled out her phone. You're signing up for the course. What course? Digital marketing online. Flexible hours, free through the Women's Center. You need options? I hesitated. What if I fail? Then fail. But at least try. You're not the same girl I met 6 years ago. She'd fight. She wouldn't give up. She didn't look like a ghost. Becca's voice softened. Still in there, you just forgot. That night, after the girls fell asleep, I stood in the hallway. My collarbones looked sharper, my eyes dull. I touched my face. Who are you? I whispered. The woman staring back didn't answer. Mommy, Daddy has a new auntie, Grace said, coloring at the table. Auntie. I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. She kisses him. On the mouth, Mia giggled. I took a breath. She's not really his auntie, baby. Then what is she? I don't know. Do you like her? Grace asked. I stood and gathered their plates. Let's talk about something else, okay? Hey, they said in unison. I turned on the faucet and let the water run long, enough to drown the sound of my silence. Class starts at 7. I texted Becca, I'm logging in. Proud of you, she replied with a heart emoji. I opened my laptop, took notes until my fingers cramped, and sipped coffee until my chest hurt. But for the first time in months, felt something other than broken. I felt awake. Hey, are you Mia and Grace's mom? A voice asked at school pickup. I turned to see a tall man with tired eyes and a soft smile. Yes, that's me. I'm Nathan. My son Caleb is in their class. He talks about them a lot. Oh, I smiled politely. They talk about? Caleb too. Always good things. He glanced at the sky. It's hot today. I nodded. Feels like June, forgot it's not August yet. He chuckled. You always pick them up alone. Yes, I hesitated. Their dad has his own schedule. Nathan nodded. Same here. Their mom left last year. Caleb's still figuring it out. I'm sorry. Thanks. It's hard. But he's tougher than he looks. I looked down the sidewalk. So are mine. He smiled again. If you ever want to sit on a bench and swap war stories, I'm around. I tilted my head. You're not hitting on me, are you? He laughed. God, no. Just figured we could use more tired friends. Tired friends? I like that. Who was that man? Mia asked as we walked home. His name's Nathan. He's Caleb's dad. Did you like him? I shrugged. He seemed kind. Grace held my hand tighter. You smiled. Like a big smile. Did I? They both nodded. I didn't realize until that moment my cheeks hurt from it. I couldn't remember the last time they did. Table 4 wants water, no lemon this time, Marcy said, sliding the order slip into my hand. Got it? I muttered. I turned toward the booth, froze, then kept walking. Liam leaning back like he owned the place, wearing that same smug smirk he used when he beat someone at poker. Hi, I said, voice flat. He looked up. Didn't think I'd see you here? Well, surprise, didn't peg you for a waitress. I didn't peg you for a coward. Yet, here we are. He laughed, still feisty. I raised an eyebrow. What can I get you? Coffee, black, and I don't know whatever's hot. I didn't flinch. Everything's hot. We work, we hustle, we sweat. He leaned forward, voice low. You don't have to pretend, you know. Pretend what? That this, he gestured around, is your life now? You don't belong here. I jotted on my pad. I belong wherever I show up. Anything else? He smirked again. I don't regret leaving. I kept writing you were holding me back, he said. My pen didn't shake. Cool. Cream or sugar? Black, he repeated. Like I said. I nodded and turned on my heel. My knees stayed steady. My heart did not. I handed him the coffee without meeting his eyes. He didn't tip. Of course, Marcy caught me in the kitchen. You good? I'm perfect, I said too quickly. You want to step out back? No, break room then. No, I made it through the next 3 tables, through the tray spill, through a toddler screaming beside his plate of fries. Then I walked into the break room, shut the door, and slid to the floor. Tears hit hard and fast, silent, ugly, honest. You okay? I looked up. Becca stood in the doorway holding a paper bag. No, I croaked. She sat beside me. He came in. I nodded. What did he say? I wiped my face. That he didn't regret it. That I held him back. Becca laughed, bitter. Held him back from what? Being an even bigger jerk? I sniffled. I didn't even argue. I just smiled. That's strength. That felt like surrender. No, surrender is begging. And you didn't beg. I pressed my palm to my chest. Then why does this hurt so much? Because you're still human, and he's still trash. I almost smiled. You always bring food? Every time you cry in storage. Yeah. She handed me the bag. It's pie. Lemon. Obviously. That night the girls were asleep by 8. I sat at the kitchen table, laptop open, cursor blinking on a blank application. The startup internship listed flexible hours, remote work, minimal pay, but experience? My resume was thin. But not empty. I took a deep breath, typed, attached, clicked submit, and whispered to the quiet kitchen, I regret nothing. Wait, what did you just say? I blinked at the screen, unsure if I heard her right. You got it, Tasha repeated, grinning. Through the Zoom box. You're officially our new digital marketing intern. I covered my mouth. You're serious. We don't joke about hustle here. You earned it. I thank you. Thank you so much. Start Monday, orientations remote. You'll meet the team. Oh, and great job on that test pitch. The peanut butter brand loved your mock campaign. I can't believe it. Well, believe it, she said. You're in. Becca squealed so loud Grace dropped her cereal. You got the job? She gasped. I nodded. Internship, but yes, official. I'm gonna cry, she said, hugging me. Wait, no. I need to punch Liam. No need. This win's mine. Still, just one good slap. For justice. The startup was scrappy. Young and full of noise, but when I spoke, people listened. Who wrote this caption? Someone asked in the Monday brainstorm. I cleared my throat. I did. Smart, punchy. Add more of that tone in the holiday series. I scribbled notes. My fingers shaking with adrenaline. No one rolled their eyes. No one cut me off. I wasn't just someone's ex or someone's mom. I was someone with ideas, real ones. 2 weeks in, I pitched a full redesign for a lagging ad set. Changed the voice, the visuals, the CTA. Engagement tripled. Tasha said, blinking at the dashboard, "This can't be right." "It's right," I whispered. "You just bought yourself a real contract. Part-time, paid, starting next month." "Wait, seriously," she smiled. "You earned it." That night, Nathan waited outside the school with a brown paper bag. "Hey," he said, handing it over. "What's this?" "Daisies," he said. "You once told Mia they were your favorite." I stared at the soft white petals. He shifted his weight. "Congrats on the job." Mia told Max, "You saved peanut butter." I laughed. "She's not wrong." "You okay?" "I'm more than okay," I said. "I feel real." Later, while folding laundry, Liam texted, "Dropping by after school tomorrow. Wanna talk?" I stared at the screen, then typed, "Drop Mia and Grace off." "Then go," he called. I let it ring. He knocked the next day. "Hey," he said, "too casual?" I stepped aside for the girls. Back at 5, he smirked. "Can't I stay a bit? Catch up." "No, what? You're still mad? I'm busy. Please don't make this harder." He looked around the living room. "Wow, you've been trying. I've been building. Building what?" "A life without you in it." Nathan sent me a text that night. "Want to celebrate your first paycheck with takeout?" And kids screaming over board games. I replied, "Only if I win." He sent back, "You already did." I stared at that text longer than I should have. There was no confetti, no applause. It's just my inbox buzzing with an official contract, and me, smiling quietly in the corner of a diner booth. My first win didn't make noise, but it changed everything. My phone buzzed at 9:41 p.m. "Liam, can you pick up, please? It's important." I stared at the screen, thumb hovering. Then it rang. I answered, "What do you want?" "She's gone," he said. His voice cracked. "Emily, she left. She took her stuff and just left." I leaned against the counter and she found out about the intern. I messed up. I didn't say a word. She screamed at me. He went on. Called me a coward. Said I was just like her ex. She threw a mug. "Did it hit you?" "No, shame," he sighed. "Can we just talk?" "I don't think we have anything to talk about." "I thought you'd understand." "Oh, I understand perfectly. I just don't care." "I didn't mean for it to get this bad." "You mean for what? Lying to her or to me?" There was silence. I just thought if I called, don't. I said, "Don't make me part of your pity spiral. I have no one else. That's not my fault." Clee. I ended the call. The next morning, I checked my messages. One new DM from Emily. "Emily, I'm sorry, I didn't know." He told me you were already separated. He said you were staying for the kids. If I'd known the truth, I never would have. I feel sick. I didn't know he was still living with you when it started. I hope someday you'll forgive me. You didn't deserve what we did. I read it twice, 3 times. Then I put the phone down, face down on the table, no reply. No rage. Just emptiness, Mama. Mia tugged my sleeve. "Can we get ice cream today?" Grace chimed in, with extra sprinkles. "Why not?" I said, grabbing my keys. "Let's go make our tongues blue. Do you girls know how lucky you are?" I asked as we sat outside the shop, napkins sticking to our elbows. "We know," Grace said, mouthful of bubble gum. "Swirl, you let us get to scoops." Mia held up a sticky spoon. "Daddy only lets us have one." I smiled. "That's because Daddy's boring." They giggled, and I leaned back, letting the laughter hit me like sunshine. Back home, I tucked them in and kissed their foreheads. "Good dreams, okay?" "Love you, Mama," they whispered. I turned off the light, walked to the living room, and sat in silence. The phone was still face down, still waiting. I didn't flip it over, didn't check for another message, didn't cry, didn't break. Called around 10, heard the news. "You're fast." Emily posted something cryptic on her story Shattered Wine Glass. Taylor Swift lyrics. You know the drill. I chuckled. Classic. She messaged you, didn't she? Yeah. Did? You respond? Nope. Proud of you, she said. Old you would have written a whole essay. Old me didn't know silence could be a weapon. Preach. I just don't feel anything. Is that bad? No. That's healing, babe. It's freedom. I nodded, even though she couldn't see it. I lay in bed that night staring at the ceiling, expecting the weight to crush me, but nothing came. No ache, no flood, just quiet. He cheated again. She left. And I didn't cry. Not even once. He texted first, "Can we talk?" Just the two of us. I waited 2 hours before replying. I'll bring the girls. We come as a package now. He didn't argue. We met at the park. Mia and Grace ran straight to the swings, shouting for me to watch. Liam shoved his hands in his pockets. You look different. I eat now, I said. Sleep too. Good. He cleared his throat. I lost my job last month. I nodded. I heard Emily blocked me on everything. I figured I've been alone, just thinking. He looked down at his shoes. I made a mistake. I didn't say anything. I thought I needed space, freedom. I thought I wanted more, stability, love, your children. He flinched. I didn't think it'd turn out like this. None of us did. I want to co-parent, peacefully. I raised an eyebrow, peacefully. I know I screwed up. I just want to be part of their lives. I miss them. They're right there, I said, gesturing toward the swings. Nothing's stopping you. He glanced over. They don't even look at me the same. They're not stupid. They remember who tucked them in when you didn't show up. Who held their hair when they got sick? I know. And now you want back in because you're lonely? He frowned. That's not fair, isn't it? I'm trying, he said. That has to count for something. Trying now doesn't erase the damage. You don't just show up and get handed a do-over. Not asking for one. You are, I said. You just don't realize it. The girls came running back, cheeks flushed, giggling over something on my phone. Look, Mama. Mia laughed. The cat sings. Grace cackled. It sounds like Daddy in the shower. I laughed with them. He wishes he could hit that note. Liam watched us, his face cracking at the edges. I met his eyes. We're doing just fine without you. He opened his mouth, then closed. I stood. We should go. Wait, he stepped forward. Is there someone else? I didn't answer. He walked to the parking lot. Nathan stood beside my car, holding 2 takeout bags and a milkshake with extra whipped cream. Girls ran to him. Mr. Nathan, you got fries. All the fries, he grinned, and extra ketchup because someone's dramatic about it. Grace threw her arms around his waist. Me, he laughed. I know. I looked back once. Liam hadn't moved. He just stood there, staring. That was the last time I saw him look at me like he lost something he couldn't get back. And for the first time, I didn't feel bad. He texted me out of nowhere. Liam, can we talk, please? I stared at the screen, then typed, me, bring coffee. I'm not wasting gas. He sat across from me at a cafe we used to go to. Same booth, same chipped mug. I've been thinking a lot lately, he started. I figured, I said. Takes desperation or guilt to reach out after all this time. He winced. I deserve that. You deserve more than that. But I'm busy. I didn't come to fight. I sipped my coffee. Then why? It exhaled. I miss the girls. I miss normal. You left normal. Remember? I know, he said. I know I screwed it all up. Keep going. I want to co-parent. Peacefully. I blinked. Peacefully. I've changed. You said that when you moved in with Emily, then again when you cheated on her with that intern, I wasn't ready for any of it. You mean responsibility? He looked down. I thought I was chasing happiness. How'd that work out? I lost my job. Emily's gone. My apartment's empty. So now you want back into the life you threw away. I just want to be their dad again. They already have one. He's just unreliable. That's not fair. What part of this has ever been fair to me? I'm sorry, he whispered. I truly am. You didn't say that when I was crying in the sink trying to figure out how to pay for groceries. I wasn't proud of myself. No one's asking you to be proud. It's decent. And you couldn't manage that. He leaned forward. Please, I want to be in their lives, even if it's just weekends. I unlocked my phone and turned it toward him. Mia and Grace were giggling at a memesome animated dog spinning in circles. They're fine, I said. We're doing just fine without you. His face fell. You don't even want to try. He asked. I tried. For years. You gave up. First, is there someone else? I didn't answer. Instead, I grabbed my purse and stood. We're done here. Outside, Nathan was waiting by my car. He held a paper bag and waved. I waved back. Fries? 3 kinds, he smiled. And milkshakes. One with rainbow sprinkles for the drama queen. Which one? I smirked. He shrugged. You'll know. Mia and Grace burst out of the backseat, yelling, Uncle Nathan! Careful with the fries! He laughed. I turned one last time. Liam was still sitting inside the cafe, watching. Through the window. He didn't wave. He didn't smile. He didn't look like the man who left me. He looked like the man who finally realized what he lost. And I didn't feel sorry at all. Promotion. Becca squealed so loud the entire office heard. You actually got it? I smiled into my coffee. Effective next month. Campaign lead. She hugged me too hard. I told you. I told you they'd see what I see. You also said I should dye my hair pink and start a TikTok. Well, we can't all be right all the time. I laughed. Really laughed. The kind that bubbles up from somewhere deep. It felt earned. Sunday dinner at Nathan's had become a thing. Nothing fancy, just pasta, cartoons in the background, and the sound of forks scraping ceramic. Mia, Grace, Nathan called plates to the sink, please. Mia groaned. We're kids, not maids. You're lucky I don't charge rent, he replied. Grace skipped by him with a grin. You'd miss us too much. She's right, I said. You're outnumbered. He winked. Wouldn't have it any other way. I started stacking dishes when Nathan touched my elbow gently. Sit, I'll handle it. I can help. You help every day, he said. Tonight, you rest. So I sat and watched him hum while rinsing plates. A quiet kind of love, I thought. The kind that doesn't demand, doesn't rush, doesn't break. Later that week, Liam called. I let it go to voicemail. Then another. This time I answered. What is it, Liam? I heard. About the promotion, Becca posts. Everything. I'm happy for you. Thanks, a pause. The girls look great in those photos, he said. Healthy, happy. They are. I miss them. You chose distance. I regret it every day. I'm not here to comfort you. I know. Another pause. I just wanted to say, he continued. I'm proud of you. Really, Kay? And ... I'm sorry for all of it. I didn't say anything. I'll go now, Liam. Yeah, thank you for saying it. He hung up. It didn't feel heavy. It felt ... finished. Mom, Grace said one night, crawling into my bed. Do you think unicorns are real? Of course, I whispered. They just hide from boring people, she giggled, curling against me. Then Daddy must never see them. I stiffened. She looked up. The old daddy, I mean. Not Uncle Nathan. He believes in dragons. I smiled. Well, there you go. Mia popped her head in. We're having a sleepover without me? Get in, I said. She launched herself onto the bed. I missed this, Mia mumbled. We just did this last week. I said, but it feels like forever. I kissed their foreheads. Then forever it is. The next morning, I caught my reflection. Same dark eyes, same tired skin. But something was different. I didn't look smaller anymore. Not worn, My chin lifted slightly. My eyes met mine. I whispered, "You made it." And behind me, two girls danced in the hallway to a cereal jingle, their laughter echoing through the apartment. "Big. Plans this weekend?" Nathan asked over coffee. "The girls want to build a cardboard castle with glitter and hot glue." "Dangerous combo. You're welcome to join the chaos." He smiled. "Wouldn't miss it." He reached into his coat. "Almost forgot." He handed me a tiny box. "Nathan, open it." Inside was a silver keychain with 3 letters RWR. "Rebuilt with rage," I joked. He laughed. "Rebuilt with resolve." I blinked fast. "You made this?" "Had it made." "I know you're not big on jewelry." I traced the metal with my thumb. "It's perfect." He leaned closer. "You're doing it, you know? All of it. Some days I still feel like I'm faking it, but you're not. You're present. You're showing up. You're healing." I don't know who that crying woman in the dark was. She's still you. I think she'd be proud. I know she would. Later, I picked the girls up from school. Mia ran out first. "Mom, Grace got a sticker for helping a boy who scraped his knee." Grace followed, beaming. I didn't even cry. "You're both my heroes," I said. As we walked to the car, they each took one of my hands. "Can we get smoothies?" Grace asked. "I want mango," Mia added. "We'll see." I grinned. "Only if I get one too." "Deal," they shouted. In the rearview mirror, they made faces at each other. Their cheeks were sticky from lollipops. Their backpacks half-sipped, their laughter filling every inch of silence. I turned the corner and caught a red light. And in that brief pause, I looked up into the mirror. I saw her. Me. Not the broken version. Not the abandoned version. Not the tired woman barely holding it together. Just me. Chin lifted, eyes steady. And beside me, 2 smiling faces. Not just surviving, living. We rebuilt. We were just getting started.